Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I had a buddy of mine ask me who follows this channel, why don't I make more videos about depression? And I laughed and I said, a lot of my videos are about depression. You could probably say that more than 50%, 60, 70% of my videos are about depression, and he didn't understand. I haven't titled a lot of my videos depression because depression is a catch-all generic term that describes many symptoms, and there's many different types of depression. You can be clinically depressed. You can be chemically depressed because of a chemical imbalance in your brain. You can have a mental illness. You could have serious problems, like real fucked up shit going on inside of you that only psychiatrists can mess with, right? That your wife or your friends or your support group, nobody can touch that shit. You need to lay down on a couch. There are scenarios where you need to go and see help. So there's different degrees, there's different kinds, and it's hard to just make one video telling you what to do. Oh, you have depression? Here, do this. Now, when people tell me they're depressed, which there's a lot of people, at least in my town, I don't know where you live, but there's a lot of people that are depressed right now. They're not handling the adversities of life very well. A lot of people don't really prepare themselves for hardships, and when hardships happen, when a storm comes, they're screwed and they fall apart. I live here in Florida. We have hurricanes every year, almost every year. Nobody's ever prepared. Every year, people die, houses get destroyed, and all kind. Nobody has candles or flashlights or water. People go out to Home Depot and fight each other over plywood. People get killed, stab each other over that stuff. And we're supposed to have sympathy for that sorry sucker across the street who didn't prepare for the storm and has had all year to do it. And you live in Florida, where it's the most famous state in the country for storms. But, whatever. So some of this is lifestyle. So when I meet people with depression, the first thing I ask is, what kind of lifestyle do you live? Now, some people may not see the relevance. What does that have to do with anything? I'm just depressed about something. I want to get over it. Well, what kind of lifestyle do you live? How do you eat? Do you eat healthy? What do you eat? Tell me what you eat. Let's go through your meals. Let's go through when you eat and how you eat. Give me an idea. Not just for one day, but for a whole week. If I have to ask you, okay, it's 9 o'clock, what are you eating at 9 o'clock? 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock? I want to know. I want to know what you're consuming. There's chemicals in food. If you're a junk food addict, there's a good chance that you're not getting the nutrition that you need. We need to have the necessary daily nutrition in order for our brain to function right, in order for our body to function right. I ask people about their sleeping patterns. I ask people about the entertainment that they absorb. How much video game time are you playing? Are you with? How much movie time are you on? And what do you watch when you watch Netflix? And are you binge watching what? What are you watching? Just tell me. We need to know. We need to know your inputs. What kind of stuff are you inputting into your system? That are you putting into your mind, your body? What kind of stuff are you around? Do you live in a stressful household? Do you have unsympathetic, shitty people that are just dumping negativity on you all the time? Are you a sponge? And maybe you have a good life and you're just absorbing too much crap. Maybe you need to have a thicker shell. Become stronger so other people's weakness won't affect you so much. There's so many aspects to this. I always ask people their lifestyle. Are you working out? Do you work out? How many days? What do you do? What's your goal? A lot of depressed people I talk to can't answer any of these questions. So that's where I start them. Once again, we're back to almost every video that I put up on here is about mind, body, and soul, and a lifestyle program that I promote, that I live, that has helped me and saved me in so many different ways, and that helps for so many different aspects of our weaknesses and going around chronically depressed. Everybody gets depressed every once in a while. That's okay. If you're chronically depressed, that's a weakness and there's something, there's something wrong with you. That's okay. But you have to acknowledge it, recognize it, and go after that shit, strengthen it. This could mean your life. I suffered from depression for more than 10 years, every single day, all day, every day, for more than a decade, just depressed as shit. Maybe closer to 15 years. The only way that I got out of it was to drastically alter my lifestyle. And to get on a lifestyle of daily discipline. So even if I have depressed days, which I still do, I still have down days. I'm not perfect. I have a lot of problems. But I go through the motions and I have my routine. I make lists. I have notepads. I put notepads in every goddamn room. And I make lists. And if I'm feeling upset that day, low self-worth that day, fucked up about the past, fucked up about myself, fucked up about everything in this world, just fucked up, doom and gloom. Everything sucks, I suck, you suck, fuck you. I get in those modes. I can just be negative as hell, dark. I go through the motions. I don't want to eat. That's the first thing that goes when I get depressed is my appetite. I force myself. Even if I'm sitting there crying and like, I don't want to, I force myself to eat. It's painful. It sucks. Why would you do that then? Because I need nutrition. My body needs vitamins and nutrition. I'll pound protein shakes. I gotta get nutrition in my body. The nutrition in your body helps your mind think. If you're suffering from sadness and sorrow and shame and guilt and all these things, get some goddamn nutrition in you. I force myself to go to the gym. I don't care if I feel like sleeping all day. My bed is comfortable. I got a $1,000 bed that I just bought. I could easily cuddle up in my blankets and my mountain of pillows and just kind of hide out for the whole day and feel like a piece of shit. I force myself, like the military, like with the bugle call, get the fuck up, soldier. Get on your feet. And I don't care if I'm crying as I'm doing it. I don't want to. Do it. Get your fucking clothes on. Get your sneakers on. We're going out. And we're going to get some fucking exercise. And we're going to do it right. We're going to pound hard. We're going to work out good. And I go up there, even if I'm feeling like shit. I make that drive over to the gym. And I stay on my routine. I'll read. Reading is great to do when you're depressed. Get your mind off of what you're thinking about. A lot of times depression is tied to a past memory. That's why a lot of people you'll hear separate depression and anxiety, and they look at, it's not so black and white, but people generally look at anxiety as negative emotions and fear-based emotions. There's a whole array of fear-based emotions towards something that's going to happen in the future. Depression, conversely, would be a whole array of negative emotions and responses to negative, attachments to the past. So it's important to just kind of do some self-diagnostics. And this is what I do. I'm feeling bad. I recognize it. Oh, I'm kind of down today. I'm kind of down in general. This whole week I've been down. I immediately do soul searching. I start asking myself what's going on. I go into diagnostic mode. I stop thinking about all the things I need to do, going to the grocery store and all these tasks and chores. I'm not thinking about that shit. I go into diagnostic mode and laser focus in on where that weakness is. Now, I've gotten good at this, and this is humbling. This is something you do internally. So you can just let your guards down and your shields down when you're talking to yourself. When you're talking to other people, we all know how we put up these personas and we put up these guards and we try to act like we're harder than we're not. Go right into it and be honest with yourself. Well, I'm upset because of this. I feel hurt because of this. I feel low self-worth. I'm not good enough. I have body issues. I'm a piece of shit. I'll never find love. Whatever it is, admit it. Just admit it. Even if it makes you cry, admit that shit and go into it. Low self-worth issue. That sucks, but you can go after that. That is something that we can help you with. Immediately. You can get on that shit right now. You know, going nowhere in life, having the blahs. There's all kinds of what I call superficial depression. And I don't mean that to say that it's not meaningful. It is. But there's levels of depression, and some levels are so deep that you need drugs. You need antidepressants. There's chemical imbalance, and we can only think so much about our problems to where at some point you actually need this is a medical issue, and you actually need a chemical in your system in order to change. And you know, the chemicals in our body affect our moods. So when we're just talking about the rather superficial levels of depression, every single time I want to know about lifestyle, and every single time I've talked to somebody about this, they lack a daily disciplined routine, a program. I have never talked to a depressed person who said that they were staying true to a daily disciplined program. Never once. Now, maybe they're out there. Somebody is just highly motivated and on top of their shit, and they're just depressed as hell. I don't know, but I don't see that. That's not the people I talk to. Everybody I talk to, myself included, that has been depressed or currently isn't doing enough. You need to start doing more. You need to get on top of your program. Mind, body, and soul.